Hello guys, welcome to another FIFA 21 video by me, Yannick_OGX for the OGX UK channel. Today we're going to focus on the time I got to Div 1. This footage is about what? It's from last year, I think it's from last year. But either way, this is the time I made it to Div 1. As you can see, I've got 2020 skill ranking points right now in Div 1. So I'm certified in Div 1. I've been here since I made it. I haven't gone back down. But basically, when I first started playing FIFA, through your first ranking game, you get 5 games to rank. I played 2. I lost 1 and I drew 1. Now I have 3 left. And then I was helping my friend do co-op to do the co-op challenges at the start of the game. And I didn't know that they counted towards your ranking points. So I found out in Div 7. And I was kind of disheartened because I didn't really play Rivals quite a bit because I was pissed off that I was in Div 7. You know what? Let me tough it out. Probably see my team on screen. I only got 3 tradable players, but only 2 of them actually are worth much. That's Dembele and St. Maximin, both free players. But yeah, so this is me in Div 2 right now. The footage you're going to see is me in Div 2, and I do play some good players. But this is me actually in playing on the PS5. This is the last time I found enough that I played PS5 FIFA. PS5 FIFA, we know, it's kind of like trash, absolutely trash. Like, I won't lie to you, it's just not on par with the PS4 version. And also, the pool of players on PS5, obviously, you know, it's not as wide as PS4, so you're more likely at your high level to play really good like FIFA players as opposed to if you're on PS4 in it. But yeah, this is the first game. As you can see, the guy rage quit at 2-0. And my first few games ended in either disconnects or rage quits, but I didn't understand why. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my opponent's skill ratings in these clips so you can see just the level of the people I was playing at. And it's so funny, now that I'm in Div 1, like I said, I've been certified in Div 1 for quite a while yet. I fully forgot how much of a grind it was to even get here. Like I said, Div 7 to Div 1 is a very, very, very long journey. A very long journey. Like, and it's weird because when you start from the bottom and you make your way up here, you kind of get a sense for how the skill level varies in FIFA. Like when I played this, I think from my ascendance from Div 7 to I think at least Div 3, I probably lost about what, maybe 6 games in total. And I think the games I lost were either games where I played people who don't belong in said division, or people who were just, you know, fortuitous. But even then, like, I only lost like 6 games from like Div 7 to Div 3. But in Div 3, it got a bit harder, and Div 2, it was a bit of a battle. And then when I finally got to Div 1, you kind of like, you know, it depends who you get. I'm probably going to make another video about the time I played. I think I played a pro sometime earlier in the week. And like I said about varying skills, you get a sense for just how good people can be in this game and how bad people can be in this game. It's weird. Like when you play champs, you got 30 games and you're matching people who may or may not be on your level. Do you know what I mean? When I say may or not be, it's like people who may be a bit better than you, or people who will be like greatly, like way better than you. People who just aren't on your level. But the thing is that regardless of who you play, a win is never guaranteed on champs. And remember, you have to have winner on champs. But anyway, Rivals is different. So like I said, I'm gonna do a video about the time I played. I think he was a pro. He was definitely a pro. Yeah, like 2400 skill ratings. I didn't even like you saw my score. My score rating is 2020. I played somebody who was 2400. So that gap there, that score gap there is massive. But anyway, we're gonna go back to this video here. So you're gonna probably hear there's some audio I'm gonna leave on this video to show like my frustration. I think the moment when I do finally get promoted to Div 1, oh my gosh, the relief in my voice. Like I was stressed. Remember, I'm playing this on PS5 and so, but you can see from this footage here, this game here specifically, oh, I swear to you, like some of the things in this game like bother me and bothers everyone, to be honest. And I think this is why I came off the PS5 version, because there's a lot more bugs on the PS5 version than on the PS4 version. And if you never played the PS4 version, you wouldn't know any better. But because a lot of us started in the PS4 version and we have to wait for the PS5 version to get released, yeah, we know what this game can be, or we know how good and bad it can be in the PS4 version. So when you play the PS5 version, you just see that it's even more exaggerated. I think the bugs are more exaggerated than the PS5 version because again, it's about 2 or 3 patches behind. Anyway, I'm gonna start talking about the gameplay. At the time, my strikers were Yannick Carrasco, 86 rated, and Freeze Dembele. I think I sold Carrasco and gone back to his to the red pick that I had, and I had sold Dembele for a period of time because I just wanted to make money off it. I think when I sold him, he was like 1.5 million, and he dropped down to 1.3, or like 1.3 now. So you know he's fluctuated, but he's held his price quite well. And why? Because do you know what? He's a good card. I kept saying that he wasn't worth 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 million, yeah. But you look at what else is on the market, you realize, yeah, maybe, you know what, he's probably worth the price, because it's like how many wins does a card get you, and how many, like, whether it's defensive or offensive, yeah, how many wins do these guys get you? And then you can see my opponent there just hit the post, and I think that was the catalyst for me trying to get back in the game, because again, like I said, this was a tough game. This is, at the time, I think I've gotten way better as a FIFA player. The game itself has changed, the meta's changed. You got people playing fullbacks at the play fullback to centre back. You got people, you know, who have, obviously the bridge has been patched. You got the mini bridge. The step-overs have been patched, so no one really uses step-overs no more. It's just a lot of 5-back, around fullbacks at centre back. You know, people dropping deep, playing counter attacks. Right now, the game is all about counter attacks. It's all about, when I get the ball, kind of play that through ball, pass your last man. And the worst thing is that sometimes you can't even stop like the through balls. You can see how players are shaping. Anyway, yeah. So before I continue, I played a Div 1 player while I was in Div 2, and you can see the result there anyway. But yeah. So it's all about in this game right now, it's all about counter attacks and through balls. Literally, people use the term through ball, and inshallah, like it really is. It's literally like a through ball and hope. It's stupid because you see people shape themselves. They will go at an angle just to through ball around your defender, and it's so stupid. Like in real life, I know this game can't ever replicate real life because again, it's just simulation and day. You know what I mean? But like it will frustrate the hell out of you if you cannot play this game and like expect it to be realistic, because it's just not. I think I went 2-0 in this game. I ended up losing, and there's a chance there's a through ball here, so I tried to play the through ball to the man over there, and look what he does, because I held the flare button. He did that, so I think I was quite pissed because on a counter attack he came on score. But again, this is way back in, like, I think before Christmas, so you can see how even from watching this, you can see how different the game is right now. If you watch some of my current footage or my more recent footage, you'll see it's a lot of small bridges, a lot of like 1-2s, and a lot of through balls. So this game, watching this back, it still feels quite different. Do you know what I mean? It felt like a football game back then, even though it had some major bugs. And again, there's a lot of exploits that were waiting to get discovered. I think I ended up losing this game though, because this guy he's crazy, because his team wasn't great, but he just blitzed me, man. Now I made mistakes, he counted me and he scored, but this is still me this close to getting to Div 1. And like I said again, you watch it back, you think to yourself like, wow, this was me playing FIFA. This is how I used to play FIFA back in the day. That's a great goal by my opponent, by the way, just to kill the game off. You look at it thinking, wow, this is how you play FIFA. I don't play like this normal. And you kind of have to adapt. You have to adapt with the times. You have to move with the times, because this game is ever changing. Every single FIFA title since maybe like FIFA, well, since I jumped on it, like FIFA 18 was my first FIFA, or my first FUT. My first proper FUT was FIFA 18, and like you didn't have as many patches back then as you have now. This game is completely different to what was on normal state. It's not the same, and I think as a FIFA player, you have to ask yourself like, what are they really serving us up? Why? It's like the term patch doesn't fix bugs. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It patches the bugs. Do you know what I mean? If you patch something that's leaking, the leak's gonna find another another hole to leak out of. Do you know what I mean? And that's what FIFA is. It's just a leaky game. You've patched it so many times, but you know it's still leaking, and that's the problem. Like people are already complaining about this current patch, and it's getting patched. It's been as I'm speaking, as I'm filming and recording now, yeah, we have another patch. But anyway, you can see my opponent has gone 2-0 up. He's flexing with the celebrations, and I want to touch a bit about toxicity. So not every person who celebrates is toxic. But you know, I still find celebrations annoying. You can tell who the toxic players are, the ones trying to get under your skin. Obviously, that goal there was offside, but yeah, you can tell who's trying to get under your skin, and I've said it again and again. Yeah, you have to be a mentality monster in this game, because if you allow your opponent to under your skin, no matter how good they are, they can be a worse player than you, be a better player than you, but no matter what happens here, if if you allow the opponent to get under your skin, you're conceding ground. You're conceding ground. I just say if someone's being toxic here, no matter what the score is, match their toxicity. Because if you allow it to piss you off, my equip mechanism in this game, when it comes to toxicity, is to just be as toxic, if not worse. Do you know what I mean? Show them that I can stoop to the level and get lower. Do you know what I mean? This guy was winning 2-1, so he saw I came back and decided to quit. So that's I didn't lose any points for that. I didn't lose any games for that. Because remember, you have 30 games in chance to rank up. I didn't lose any points, so I wasn't too pissed. I just find it really weird that he decided to quit. Not 2-1 up. He loses out. He thinks that he's doing me, but he loses out. Anyway, here we go. This game was a bit more positive. It was a bit more fruitful for me. As you can see on the screen, I don't do that many skill moves. I use skill moves in certain situations, and this game really is about skill moves. I know people will say, you know, oh, I'm not a skiller, but really and truly, guys, you have to learn like at least 3 skill moves. I said it in my last video, and it really is true, because space, considering how people press in this game, space is what's going to get you your wins. Again, anyway, another game, my opponent quit. So space is what's going to get you your goals in this game, or space is what's gonna fuck you in this game, especially when you're defending, because you need to be able to create space in those clutch situations. When your opponent is like putting, dropping out one depth drop back, has all of his team in his own half, and he has about 8 players just guarding the goal. It's where the skill moves come through. You have to be able to like displace your opponent, and things like, at the time, fake shot stop, like roquetters. Those things here are kind of outdated. It's weird how some skill moves can get outdated. Like I said, the mini bridge, the like roquetter cancel. Those moves are very unnatural, but you have to learn them. Like, people who are good at this game, they play the game off muscle memory, because they force themselves to learn skill moves so that when they're in certain situations, they know how to get out of them. Like, I'm not an expert. I'm not like a elite player. I'm not like I'm barely like a gold player. Do you know what I mean? Well, not barely. I get gold. I can get gold with my eyes closed. You know what I mean? But like, it's a thing where I'm not speaking as a top player. I'm speaking as a FIFA player who understands what's happening with this game. So you're gonna hear a few clips from me. I think right now, I'm gonna increase the audio on the game, and you're gonna hear me like this is relief, like at me ranking up. Do you know what I mean? But either way, like, this game is even, you don't have to be a pro in this game to know what you're doing. Okay, cool. This is the second to last game, so this can come out where I get when I get promoted to Div 1. But yeah, you don't have to be a pro at this game to know to know all of the exploits. Basically, to play this game, you just have to know the skill moves, understand space and distance, understand how to pound your tackles, how to press. Listen, it's FIFA. It's FIFA. It's not rocket science. You know what you got to do it, but just because you know what you do doesn't mean it's easy. But yeah, this game was tough. It was tough. I went 1-0 down, and like I said, it's about space, exploiting space. I do miss this 86 Janet Carrasco card, because I'm using 84. I can definitely tell the difference. But like, it's about space. When you can exploit the space, or just juke your way into or even twanging your opponent to make a mistake and offering you space. That's how you go. That's essentially how you're gonna get better at this game. So this is me 3-2, getting back to 3-2. And at this point, again, I only need a win to get to Div 1. One win. And again, this is an over. This is back in the day. I get back in the game at 3-3. It's 58 minute, and then like right now, I'm pushing for the winner, because I want to get this done. So I'm gonna not speak as much during this part of the video, just for you to hear exactly what's happened. So this is me like kind of like really 4-3 up. I know the game's not over 6 first minute. I've scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. Now he's made a mistake. He lost the ball. I've got it. I didn't waste time. Cut back and I shot. So like, come on, this point here, I'm like, I've done it. 2-goal lead, but I don't want to waste my laurels. This guy's giving up. I take the ball. I'm not even. Do you know what it is? At this point here, I'm not even trying to like give away this lead. Even though I've got a 2-goal lead, it's FIFA, anything can happen. He pushes me, gets aggressive. I find the space, ball roll, bang, shoot, goal, 6-3, and I found. Let's go. Now you can hear me. You can hear the relief in my voice. I'm gonna turn the volume up a bit this week to hear it. Let's go. But yeah, I did it. Div 1. But
let's go, blood.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make another video. I want to think if you've watched this clip, but look out for another video coming soon about me playing a pro. I'm probably going to have another draft video, maybe another chess video as well. But yeah, honestly, man, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. As usual, leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. You know, everything's, all my info's in the descriptions. Follow me on Twitter, follow OGX on Twitter, follow me on TikTok, I'm on TikTok now. Follow us on Instagram, all information in the description. But yeah, thanks again, man.